We're all in this together. That'll do.
I love that.
We all wanna be good, good, good. Good neighbours.
Hello, welcome back. Now we have Mike from Oswestry. And we have Phil from Ridge Hill Together. Now that sounds like they're together, but actually Ridge Hill Together is a company. Maybe you're also together. Maybe you're in a relationship. Would you like to join us on the sofa? How long have you two been dating?
2 minutes. 2 hours.
We're bringing people together, hearts and minds.
It's actually inspired by Blind Date.
Yeah, what, in this jacket? You're quite similar, actually. Yeah.
So, Oswestry Climate Action Hub is based in North Wales. The mission is to make, share, grow, repair with a focus on skill sharing. They also hold film nights, community workshops and advice centres in the firm belief that climate action shouldn't weigh you down with the feeling that you aren't doing enough, but we should energise each other through the work. We've also got Mike. Yeah. So Mike Bastow from Oswestry Climate Action Hub. Welcome to the sofa.
Thank you.
Why is it important to connect with people through the act of making?
What we're doing is building resilience in communities and bringing them together, and but also we're creating transformation. We're building a new pathway, a new system, because of the shit show that's called politics today, and what that does to climate and what that does to social justice and everything else that we have in our town. And I think there's an entry point that's needed there for people to come, and we've got a physical place that people can come into. So and then it's about asking them to do something. So we ask them to do whatever they want to do: make, share, grow, repair. So repair clothes together, swap clothes. So we've taken over another building down the main street there, and people can come in, and we've got people that can come and help. So that's their entry point, really, to create and change.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Great. And has the work that you've done, I've seen that you've done stuff with like all the repair cafes, feels like that's a really natural point of synergy in our sort of wider network between people who are doing things that, like, you know, address poverty issues. It's quite good for people to fix things rather than have to throw everything away. Yeah. Is it influencing other people in your region or in Wales or in other parts of England to sort of do similar stuff? Have you seen a sort of inspiration?
Yeah, there's a network of, for example, repair cafes into towns within Wales that are connected, and they share their skills, and they move around to Llangollen, for example, down the Dee Valley. So yeah, there's a real kind of wider network as what's happening now, I think, in terms of a national network, because it's like, you know, if we do it all together, then we get the change, and then we get to run the country how we want to. So it's just great to be here with all these amazing people. They're doing the same, yeah.
What's your favourite thing someone's brought in to repair?
Well, there's a story of the Kendal mint cake. So it's not repair, but we've got to a place, you know, it's not easy doing change and being in your town and, you know, and sort of bringing people together. It takes work. But we've got stories of, like, we put stuff out there and then something comes back. It's like these magical kind of things start to happen when you just keep going and working together. Somebody came in and said, oh, I've got some Kendal mint cake, and so they was like, yeah, well, that's great, and we just like sharing, because it's like, it's all circular economy. And the next person came in and said, you haven't got any Kendal mint cake, have you? And it's just
what is that cake? I've never heard of that in my life.
It's like a big lump of sugar that you use for walking, basically. It's like a very traditional 1960s kind of recipe but there. You know, it's just
It's mint and sugar to get your energy up when you're up a mountain.
yeah. So
Wow. So you sort of made it and then someone just instinctively came in and wanted it.
somebody brought it in, and then the next person came in and asked for that.
And asked
it's
for it.
quite rare. You don't see it.
Pretty weird.
I've never even heard of it.
Pretty weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's bring you in, Phil, because Phil's from Ridge Hill Together. That's a charity in Stalybridge, right? Supporting 4 estates, that's what I've got down here.
Yeah.
A hub that brings people together, a space for local people to meet for mental health, gardening, education, advice and celebration. So Phil Brooke.
Yeah, well, thanks very much. The first thing I've got to do is thank Alex for giving me a quick call and saying, look, we need a talker northern voice on this TV. He said, that's the only reason why you'll be sat on the sofa. And I said, Alex, we've got some great projects going on. All right. But thanks for everybody making me welcome. Yeah. Ridge Hill Together. It's the future of a couple of projects that have come to an end, so that we get sustainability going forward. We've done some amazing stuff up on the hill. It literally is on a big hill in Stalybridge. One of the major successes that we've had is around healthcare, because Ridge Hill was an overflow from Manchester, so they shoved everybody on an overflow decades ago, up on Ridge Hill with no support for health. There's no doctors, there's no clinics, there's no chemists. Through talking to the community, we found, doing an audit through one of the projects, 70% of people over 50 identify themselves as being in poor health. That's really resonated, and we've now managed to get the local PCN looking to bring doctors up to the community, which is absolutely amazing. You know, we've started off with the clinics, so we're having all the different clinics going on. We've got support from the local housing, Jigsaw Housing, and we're even going to get the mayor visiting in the next couple of weeks because of the idea that we're doing. So it's absolutely amazing. And the key point for me there is we've got to listen to the community. You know what I mean? And we've always said, you know, we want to do things for ourselves. We don't want everything done for us, but you need to help us to do the stuff. And by giving the voice of the community into the system, that's what we're doing. I think one of the other highlights, I've heard lots today about food. We do a bread and butter thing, which is a food bank basically. So we're doing all that. 100 people coming along getting food parcels every week. The other thing that really touches me, which I think is amazing, is around tree planting. So we've started tree planting around the estate. So we've had around 200 to 250 trees planted. But they're not just planting a tree, these are memorial trees. So everybody who plants a tree, it's in memory of somebody loved who they've lost, you know, which I think is absolutely amazing. The other big focus for me in particular is we've got to hear the voices of the people who are seldom heard, because the danger is we listen to the same voices all the time. So there's got to be a big focus on those behind the closed doors. So even with the trees, we've taken them through. There's a house there that's for 30 people with learning disabilities. We've taken the trees to them, and they've planted a tree in a pot which they can see grow. So that's the sort of stuff we're doing on Ridge Hill. It's early days, we've got a lot of work to do, but it's a great start, and we're up north as well. All right, Alex? Thanks very much. Thank you.
Why are intergenerational connections important?
I think it's so important for listening to what I've been listening to today. It just reinforces it that we need to bring the generations together, because there's a lot of what's seen as disrespect for older people and the fear of the younger people. Yeah. But when you talk to the younger people, they've got a fear of the older people as well. So, so we can't just see it from one side. So bringing the generations together is such an amazing thing to do, And one of the things we've done is, I think when I took the job engagement, to me it was getting a clipboard and asking questions, but what's really come relevant to me, there's so much more to it than that. It's about arts, it's about craft, it's about having fun. You don't need to be sat there just asking that. You've got to make things fun, and that's what we've tried to do, even to the extent of we've created our own song, Ridge Hill Together. We're all in this together, and that includes the generations as well. Yeah. We're all in this together. That'll do.
Okay. And should we just say finally, for to both of you, what do you think it takes to be a good neighbour?
Big heart.
So sweet.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And I think the other is we've got to care, and we've got to break the boundaries, and we've got to be prepared to do different things. And even if it's hard work, we need to be prepared to push through that because it's work.
And have a sing-song.
And have a sing-song.
And have a sing-song.
Honestly, music is the
Thanks,
food of
guys.
love.
Thank you. Thank you.